Welcome back to the channel, दोस्तों कैसे हैं आप? I decided to start off with Hindi today. I don't know why, but yeah, when you speak multiple languages, it does become a problem to decide which one to speak in, right? Stuck in traffic. It's been a while since I've done a motor vlog, but I really wanted to do it again because it's been something I really wanted to do. But since it's been raining for a long time here in Bhubaneswar, in between, and because if I went out in dreary weather, I would fall sick again, it became prudent for me to take a decision where I do not really go out in bad weather. It's a bit nice and sunny now finally, so we decided that yeah, it was fair time to come on. I don't know really why do I keep referring to ourselves as we, because again ourselves is not the right word. Myself would be the right word here. It's more or less because I guess that this is a channel and a lot of people will be here as viewers. So I really want to keep everybody involved in a community sense of things. But I don't think that always works out possibly well. So I have to be a bit careful about how I use terminology too. It is not really a conscious thing that I do. I consciously have to keep saying that, right, I am doing this, I'm doing that. But speaking in first person is so much harder than speaking in second person or third person for me. I don't really know what to say. But regardless, I hope all of you are doing well. It's the holiday seasons. Wishing you a belated Merry Christmas. It's 27th today, the day that I'm recording this video. I'm pretty sure it'll go live today or tomorrow at most. So you're going to be seeing this the day that I'm recording this. The agenda for today isn't really a whole bunch. I just decided that I would take a ride. I'm currently going towards Fire Station Square. There's a fire station academy to my left. Huge establishment, of course. And I decided that I would take a bit of a ride, longer ride on the highway. It's easier to have a conversation and have less traffic management to do when you're going in the highway, right? So it's like, why not? Have some time before lunch. Let's hop onto my bike and go on a ride. And I decided to do a couple of things today, not just that one video. Today I wanted to discuss a couple of different topics which I will do after I finish my update to you. So basically, what exactly happened the past few days, right? So as I told you in one of my previous videos, I do academic work, or at least try to keep in touch with academic forums to a certain degree. So that takes away a lot of my time and effort sometimes. Days are very busy when you have multiple things to juggle through teaching, managing your own finances, managing businesses, managing other stuff. It becomes very hectic for you to sort of like understand what to prioritize and when to prioritize, and things sort of take a backseat at times when there are a lot of things that you're really into. But more or less, the last few days became a consolidation of different things. I was supposed to go to Kolkata yesterday with my mother and travel to meet my friends and a certain family engagement. But that didn't really end up happening because I wasn't feeling well the past few weeks, so I couldn't get a lot of work done. So I thought it would be best that I start focusing a bit more on work towards the year end. But apart from that, there's another thing. As the year ends, there's a lot of call for papers that come out which have deadlines around the 31st. So I really wanted to have like a bit of time to sit and think about what my next quarter will look like. And also, since the AI boom has happened, there's been a lot of different things that have been affecting business. So that became one of the other prudent things that I really wanted to look into, like how to sort of evaluate where next and how to get my finances back in order. And the organization that I work with, Awaz, I need to see also what kind of work we could do in the next quarter with them. More or less because that I need to have some sort of balance between the time that I'm committing to them versus the returns that I'm getting from the job. It's more or less that I like teaching my kids who have been there in the school for a long time now. It's been a couple of years now that I started doing this, so it's been an exercise that I really enjoy and I really don't want to leave it if possible. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of traffic here today for some reason. There must be some construction going up ahead. Okay, they're redoing the road, I guess. Let me get through this a bit before I come back to talk. I mean, they do seem like they'll be working on the road, but I guess their equipment must have failed. Regardless, what is going on with this bloke? He stopped his car in the middle of two lanes when there's a lane closure and the entire traffic is stuck behind him. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's having car trouble. Oh well. So the proper way of actually putting asphalt down is stripping the top layer and then doing it again. India, there's this unique way of just continuously piling on asphalt, bitumen layer after bitumen layer when they're redoing the roads. Does not really solve problems, but oh well, better than nothing, I guess. Anyways, we've moved beyond that sort of space where there's a closure. A lot of new properties have been coming up in town too. A lot of new projects have started around this area. There's the Ames Bhubaneswar facility here only. You just go down the off ramp and continue. It's not that far off. So I think very good location, and there's a lot of plots here. So I think that's why there is a lot of projects going on. But let's see, Bhubaneswar keeps evolving. There's no question about it. All the tier 2 and tier 1 cities in India are evolving at a rate which you would not have expected a very long time back, but it's a very welcome change. It's a Haryana truck all the way out in Odisha. I mean, why? Yeah, that's the off ramp that goes down to Ames. And also Cosmopolis, one of the established apartment complexes in Odisha, if you might say so. Or one of the older ones, if that's a better way to say it. There's this hotel as well, I keep forgetting the name. Is it Westin or Welcome by ITC? But it's a new hotel project that also came up a couple of years back. That's one of the newer projects that I was talking about right beyond. There's one bigger one coming up right there. There's quite a few, to be honest, right here in this particular area. There's a truck here right now, so you might not be able to see it. But that's the one that I was mentioning. Bhubaneswar weather is very unique. You feel cold in the night at times, then you feel warm in the day when there's heat and there's sunlight falling down. The temperature difference is what makes it the worst. But oh well, oh God bless. I hope they're all fine. I think there's been an accident. So this road goes towards Khordha, and there's a lot of other college areas and industrial areas that come along the way. It's a very interesting little situation. I think there's one for United Breweries. There's a Reliance, huge Reliance warehouse there as well. But yeah, there's a lot to actually take in. So Hyundai car showroom, Trupti. Oh, sorry, I'm saying Hyundai is Kia, but they have a Hyundai one as well, Trupti. Chain of dealerships. I don't know, same owner or different owners, but yeah. I don't think there's a cinematic experience per se when I'm riding, but I do try my best to keep the video as engaging as possible and as stabilized and understandably visible as I can without any obstruction to anything in front of you. But yeah, so this is the mall that I was talking about, one of the other malls, bigger ones, the and the Gallia, if I'm not wrong. And there's a hotel behind it as well. We want a couple of nice places here. So you would at times see in my videos that there's a blackout which happens around each 6 minute mark. That's something I really can't avoid. This camera shoots in bursts of 6, and when you're recording 4K, doesn't really give you an opportunity to record longer than that. So that's one of the restrictions that is there. I have to take that into account when taking into consideration how I'm speaking. While I'm writing, it's not that easy for me to really take note of what is the timestamp around and just stay silent around the 6 minute mark. So you might find black screens in the video from time to time. I hope that's not something that is really bothersome to you, but it's unavoidable from my end. I will take a stop here for a second right in front. Or maybe not. Right. There's a lot that I can really think about, but I'm pretty sure you would be having a lot of wind noise and other disturbances as well coming in. But perks of motovlogging, you can't really disrobe your video from wind and other factors. Your bike also makes a lot of noise, but that's the entire aesthetic part. So this is the Hyundai showroom that I was mentioning. I by mistakenly mixed Kia and Hyundai a bit. The town has come along a long way. There's a lot of different plots and developments. I don't think you will be able to see it through the divider space. But a lot of new buildings and a lot of new simple projects, small school projects have come up. A lot of people have moved towards the outskirts. And in India, cities sort of grow radially. Not exactly radial, but um, it starts expanding from the outskirts. Of course, there would be incursions in some places, like there's a river or something. Development there might stop for a bit before it skips over the river when infrastructure has come up and followed through to bring connectivity across shores. But there's a lot to sort of consider when you're thinking about urban planning and towns as well. Now let's get back to discussing the last couple of days. As I was mentioning, there were a couple of author services that I was going through, calls for papers for Taylor and Francis and Routledge. There's a couple from IGI Global, that's this big publishing house. They release a lot of call for chapters. So I was just busy collating the few of them and then taking rest, spending some time with my family during holidays. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I'm an avid Manchester United supporter and I do try to keep track of all the matches that they go through. But that's depression personified because the results have been obscure and shit as of late. Pardon my choice of language, but yeah, being a Man United fan is depressing as hell. There's not really a lot that you can do or solve for, but regardless, once you've given your heart to a team, you don't really switch around a lot at times. Of course, there are people who like to change allegiances with teams, but I have been following Man United since the time Wayne Rooney was in vogue, from when I was in school. I was born in '99, so I don't really know the treble winning team. So you can't really fault me for saying that I came in their glory years, because I really started viewing them on television only in the late 2010s. So it was way past their glory years by then. I just used to follow them in the news, and I liked a couple of the footballers a lot because they used to come in the news so much and so often. But that has become cemented. Manchester United has become cemented as part of my identity as a football fan, probably. When I was a child, I used to play football a lot too. So that became a really interesting part of my lifestyle and the way that I used to spend my days as a child. Hours and hours I used to spend outside playing and enjoying myself. So those were the days, right? School time. I used to play in the school. I used to play when I came back home, table tennis, football, a lot of different things. But things change. You change. Your priorities change. Your necessary time management and time factors also change according to what you need to do and what you need to think about. So all of those things do come to mind pretty often. But well, that's the update for the last couple of days. I will record a couple more videos in the coming few weeks. And before the end of the year also, there's a lot of content that I have planned to put out in my channel, specifically around vlogs and my own musings, if you might say, or diary entries, as you might say, and spend some more time talking with you. But it was nice catching up. If you haven't subscribed yet, do share this video with people you know. Drop a subscribe, and please hit the notification icon to keep notified about all the new videos and contents. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Hope you're doing well. Keep showing your love and support. It's been fantastic all this time. I hope that I can see you again soon in the next video. Sayonara. Take care. Adios.